What's up, YouTube? We out here checking for grease worms and doing a little grease worm prevention today. So what we did is, I done come to realize it's cheaper to buy a couple tubes of grease for less than $20 than it is to replace $40, $50, $60 parts, $100 parts on your equipment. So what we did is we greased these mowers up, greased them axles up on both sides. Cause like I said, it's cheaper to buy grease than it is to break down, spend half the day taking the tire off, putting bearings back in it, repacking them with grease and all that. Cheaper than your spindles locking up. I mean, I just replaced a spindle. And let me say before I do that, I replaced a spindle. These spindles on these X-Mark are sealed bearings. They have no grease fittings. But I just replaced a spindle. Talked to the mechanic. He said it was just something that happens. I replaced it in about an hour, $150 later, an hour of my time. You know, it is what it is. But on the X-Marks, especially this model, I hope X-Mark don't mind, but I like X-Marks. I run all kind of mowers, green ones, red ones, orange ones, yellow ones, pink, purple, polka dot ones. And X-Marks by far to me the better of all of them. It got its flaws, but for the most part, I like X-Mark. But on this, each wheel has got a grease fitting, or what we call an alamite, which is that little thing right there that you put grease in. You just pump it till the grease comes out like it's doing right there. Very simple. It's got one on this, you probably can't see it, on the tensioner, and then this one under the back there, and it was pretty good. It had plenty of grease in it, actually small enough that I could fit under there. Ain't that something? And this trailer, we paid, I think, $1,500 for it, 2013. You can't buy this 18-foot trailer now for probably less than $3 grand. So yeah, so that's why it's got the little caps right there on each wheel. Pull them off, put the grease on it. There you go. Grease it, look out the back, see if grease coming out the back of it. It's the same thing on the little mower. I ain't took the covers off yet to grease it, but I'm sure there's grease fittings on there. I just ain't got time to look. I need to clean it up. So, but yeah, pretty simple. You know, neither one of these are commercial grade mowers, but you know, I'm such a small operation with my yard business that I'd love to have two good commercial mowers, but that's over $30,000, and I ain't no way I make $30,000 cutting grass right now. Will eventually, but not right now. I'm gonna show y'all the other little project I got. My daddy, I'll tell you a little story about this while on the way down here. We used to have a Honda 3-wheeler and a little Honda 4-wheeler and a 5x8 tilt trailer. Daddy didn't like the tilt trailer because we'd have to load the 4-wheeler in the truck, put the 3-wheeler on the trailer, vice versa. He wanted to put both wheelers on the trailer and unload it that way, which to me makes good sense now. So he traded that 5x8 trailer for this 12-foot, I don't know how wide trailer. That's the floor that was in it when we got it, and we got it in, I think, 02, and we've had it ever since. It's 2024 now. Only thing I've had to do to it is put a wheel bearing in it. I've hauled some junk, literal junk. I hauled 1.5 ton truck on this trailer to the scrap yard. I've hauled logs on it, stuff I shouldn't have been hauling. Well, I should have showed y'all a broke piece up there at the other truck, but broke the leaf spring. I was wondering why the trailer was sitting lopsided, and y'all don't know what lopsided means. That means it's leaning. So I got to go pick that part up. I mean, I made a lot of money with this trailer. I had a guy almost steal this trailer one day too. Caught him in the act of it. Yeah. But that's a different story for a different day. But that's about all we're doing this morning. We're gonna try to hit the grass this week. I'm no mechanic, but I gotta try to take a carburetor off a weed eater and put a new one on it. Yeah, we're gonna see how that works. I'm not very good at mechanic. I can do little minor stuff, replacing parts and this and that, but when it comes to that, I can't do it. So, but we're gonna get up here, pull the truck up off here, hope this old two-wheel drive grandma Cadillac will pull up this hill. So anyway, that's a quick little rundown on, I guess, how to grease an X-mark radius. That's what you want to call it. And that's about all I've done this morning. I've been rolling since I got off from the fire department today, but that's every day. But yeah, like I said, if anybody's looking to go into yard care business, I would suggest get you an X-mark, because they're reliable. And you can spend what you want to on it. I mean, we bought this one, I think it was $4,200 in 2012, 13, somewhere in there. It's probably not that price now because everything's doubled. Same thing with this one. I think it's like $6,800. But neither one of them are commercial grade mowers. But they do what I need to do with them. But I priced a commercial grade 60-inch cut the other day at one of the dealers in town north of where I live. It was $16,000. So you're gonna pay for what you get, and you pay $1,000, $2,000 more dollars, get you a green one. But belt brakes, it ain't no fun putting a belt back on one of them. And we even had it was green then, but the company's changed the color on them. They're white now. Good mowers, and jokers had 2,000, 1,900 hours on them. But when they started tearing up, I mean, wheel motor went out in one of those white ones. They ended up paying, like, putting 3 wheel motors in is almost $8,000 for 3 motors. So yeah, but stuff ain't cheap, but you get what you pay for with X-mark. And same thing with weed eaters. I don't run nothing but a steel. Steel's a good product. But anyway, I'm gonna pull this truck up, try to get going today. Cut grass a little later on this week. So y'all have a good one. I'll catch y'all later.